Hello and assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to Shanara Vlogs. I hope you're all well. This video is seriously overdue. This is from about maybe 1.5 to 2 weeks before Eid. So this is the vlog of when we went over to my niece's with iftari. So my brother decided that he wanted to take all of us. It was so difficult getting us all together because we all work, and we had to go all the way to Newcastle, which is like a 2.5 hour drive. And of course, having to get there in good time before iftari started, it was quite difficult because it meant that you couldn't actually finish work and then go because it'd be too late. So yeah, we didn't actually end up setting off till probably about 5 o'clock, 4:30, and iftari was at 8:30 p.m. So yeah, we were very tight for time, but unfortunately there was no other way around it. And so what we did was we took all of this that you can see between the two cars. So we got like a 9-seater, and then we just had just one of the regular 5-seater cars. And some of the food we'd asked my niece's father-in-law to arrange over there, like things like the pilau rice, the roast, and some of the fried foods, because that way we thought it would be nice and warm for them. If we take it from here, it was going to be cold and it'd all have to be reheated. So yeah, so everything's packed in the car and we finally set off. It was a bit of a mission because unfortunately the men had to do all the packing and wrapping whilst the women were preparing the food. I was unable to help as I was working and I live in the next town from my family. I did help a little bit, probably about half an hour before we set off. I just helped out with the packing and wrapping, but as you can imagine, there's not a right lot you can do in half an hour. But it all turned out really nice, really pretty. Unfortunately, I didn't get to record both cars at this point because this car we parked up in the drive and the other one was on the street and there was like men everywhere. So I just recorded what I could. We arrived about half an hour before iftari started. When we arrived, my niece's father-in-law advised us that he'd already distributed food to all his family and friends. That was the food that we'd asked him to buy at his place, and he'd also bought some mithai as well. So that was good, at least that was all out of the way. We had asked him to order the pilau rice and the chicken roast and some of the fried foods, because as you can imagine, we didn't have enough room in the car and also it was going to get cold. It just made sense that they ordered it here. We would have actually arrived half an hour earlier, like in total an hour before iftari, but on the way, two of my younger nephews, they were sick, so we had to stop at a service station and just get them all freshened up, and that took about half an hour. Everything's been unloaded from the cars and everybody's helping out, as you can see. So we've had to put some of it on the table, some of it on the floor, some of it went straight into the kitchen. There wasn't actually a lot of room. My brother's clearly overestimated the jalebis. He got like these 2 huge boxes of jalebis, and then there was like another 2 boxes of jalebis. Like, we was like, why have you got so many jalebis? And then we just got this cake here. It was really nice. It was the one from Nafis. It was like a last minute decision. Had we have thought of it earlier, we'd have got something a bit more personalised. But all the same, Nafis cakes are amazing. They're so good. And yeah, so everything's here, and basically we just all got tucked in within the kitchen, helping out, trying to get everything ready because there was so much to unpack and heat up. As you can imagine, we've just sort of like travelled 2.5 hours and half an hour at the service station. That's 3 hours. All the food was cold, so everything literally needed to be warmed up. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to record that much because my phone battery was on half and I'd forgotten to take my charger. Do you know what? I always take my charger with me wherever I go, especially, if you're planning to vlog something, but that's just the story of my life. And I even have like 2 or 3 power banks, but I forgot to take them as well. So here you can see in the kitchen, everybody's getting stuck in, transferring the food from the plastic containers that we took them in. They were like plastic trays, and putting them into oven-proof dishes, putting food in the oven, in the microwave, just trying to get everything done. We even had the men helping out. So my brother was helping. In fact, both my brothers were helping, nephews were helping, my niece's father-in-law was helping. Just basically everybody was helping with whatever anybody could do. But then again, big parties are always chaotic. You don't always see the behind the scenes, so I thought I'd just show you a glimpse of behind the scenes of our party. By the way, I absolutely love this oven. It's got like 3 separate doors, so like 3 separate sections. Actually, it's got 4 doors, not 3. How cool is that? As you can tell, I didn't actually help much because I was busy recording. I thought if I put my phone down and start helping, I'm not going to be able to record. But there were enough people in there helping out. I was probably just getting in the way, to be fair. But like the saying goes, where there's a will, there's a way. And we managed, we got everything sorted. The food was ready on time and we was able to sit down and have a lovely iftari. Seeing as the dining room was taken over with all the mithai and food that we'd bought, there was just absolutely no room in there. So the women ate in sort of like the back room and the men ate in the front room. So they spread something out on the floor to protect the carpet. We all sat on the floor and ate. It was actually really, really enjoyable. The food, it was fantastic. Everything was warmed up just nice as well. The pilau rice and the roast, wow, I really enjoyed that. That was my favourite part, and I'm so glad that they ordered it there and we didn't bring it from home. Can you imagine having to warm all of that up? This is my plate. I just got like a bit of everything. I wanted to try everything. And you know what it's like at iftari time? You can't actually eat a lot because like you have a few mouthfuls and you're full. But I had to try a bit of everything. It was a really enjoyable day, alhamdulillah. We're on our way back. It's night time. It's probably about 11 o'clock right now. Got work the next day too. Take care now. Allah Hafiz. Assalamu alaikum.